Alrighty, we are in the game. I'm good. Played a lot of altered today. All right. I feel like the settings have changed ever so slightly. So I'll just have to fix this window. Carlos. This window's always annoying, but I like to have it. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. All right, let me switch this over to my other side here. Let's see. You may put a card from your hand in reserve if you do. Okay, so just a normal Swift Gin, but pretty nice stats and cost. And then freeloader playing the Issery. Hell yes. When I go to reserve, at dusk you may have target character other than me lose fleeting. That's what's up. Hello, Skeeter. Okay. What do we got here? Freeloader with the early lead. Of course, as Bria starts getting more mana and more resources, going to be a little more dangerous. This double Aerolith plus the armored jammer here in the landmarks, pretty dope though. Well, what's up, Will? Free win? Let's go. Is the bot working? Okay. Who didn't show up? Never ending conflict. Is that El Wee Wee's account? That is El Wee Wee's account. You guys have too many names. I gotta memorize them all. Well, I guess it's good that I was saving you for later. Sure you can. Bum, 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 bum. I'm surprised that Bessie Coleman is in Freeloader's list. I felt like Bessie Coleman is maybe not that great. Another hunger. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. And since the landmarks are discarded that way and not sacrificed, right? Except for the armor jammer will still get to sabotage. You ready? Round one. Fight! Freeloaders zooming away though. The question is, in an Isari deck with no landmarks out, what would really help you close out the game here? Obviously, playing another Armored Jammer at this moment would be pretty good, but Atsadi still has 5 cards in hand. Yeah, like what what does Freeloader really have right here? I guess just building back up resources. When I go to reserve from the expedition zone, target opponent discards a card from her hand. The next card you play this afternoon costs 1 less. Interesting. Yeah, Baku doesn't really hit super hard when you have, 6 cards in hand. Ah. Chili is playing Zen and Zephyr, of course. Have that game up just in case this one does end here. I feel like this is the kind of deck that Cowrie's intervention is actually really good. We were talking about it in a Cowrie deck specifically earlier, and I was saying I don't think it's like that useful. Because it's just for this day, um, and it's also hand cost 3 or more. But in this deck, it makes a ton of sense to me. But there are very few cards, at least as far as I know currently, in Cowrie that are like over the 3 or more, cost 3 or more. They could protect your cuckoos and things like that, but there's not like a Halua, a Kaibara, and a Hunger chilling in a Cowrie deck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Unfortunate. Really good start from freeloader here, but as I kind of mentioned, I'm not sure what Isuri has to overcome a lot of these things. Um, Lucan would have obviously been one of the better choices, but having to do that after a hunger has already eaten everything, not as likely. So here we have Chili versus Laser Show, Zen versus Atsadi. What's up, Runefolk? I'm on my no fun for the opponent deck, but not hostage. Alright, I'll see it. What reviews has Freeloader put out so far? I think I saw Muna for sure. Um, I'll have to go check his channel. I'm very happy to see that he's on Isuri, but that first game was unfortunate. One NUC today with it as well already. Oh man, is this another deck that you couldn't play in person because it takes too long? Keelan guy already dropped. What the heck, Keelan? There's so few people that you probably could have won like 2 more games and gotten prizes. Discard Akesha. Yeah, double Bakus and things like that. Yeah, Melusine. I didn't realize it was Swiss. My bad. I figured it was because you had to sleep, but with the low amount of people, could have got prizes. That's what people voted on is Swiss. So the problem is I try I try to set up specific roles and only ping them for things directly related to that outside of like 2 or 3 times an entire year. But everyone mutes it entirely no matter what. So I was like, you guys voted for the Ace special event to be not Ace format? Ooh, that's a very, very good turn for Chili. Even though it's going to be a 1 for 2, um, brings him a lot closer. But yeah, I don't know what to do for NA time tournaments, to be honest. I don't know what to do to get more people out, more people involved. I appreciate the people that play consistently, but I assume everyone would like more full tournaments, you know. Going against my wishes is the most ace thing to do. Okay, fair. What's up, Westwell? This right here, Parliament of Ashes, that was the bane of my existence earlier today because I went against Bravos, Bravos, Bravos. And I kept forgetting about the fact that it gives tough. And I kept trying to cast bait. Did it more times than I would like to admit. Parliament of Ashes was on my top 5, right? Let's see. Anyways, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas or things you would like to see for a tournament at basically this time, let me know because I have to think about what to do for next season. When I leave the expedition zone sabotage, if I'm the only character in my expedition, I gain 1 boost. Interesting. I much prefer the Suha that sabos from hand, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, when I leave the expedition zone is really good. But I mean mainly the common and the rare. Ooh, and an heiress. Let's see here. Ooh, it still has the 1 though. I have an heiress basically just like this. Is it behind me? Where did I put that? I think it's in my deck. Yeah, let's see how the roll goes. 3. Oh, so close. It just says auto. Oh, yeah. I was testing that as well. So, you know how we always have an issue um, where we go to set a tournament and we set it based on the cap, but then a tournament doesn't hit the cap? There's an auto setting for Swiss on how many rounds. I honestly had hoped it would tell you as soon as the tournament started, but it didn't do that. All right. What is Skeeter on here? Yeah, yep. No one knows how many rounds we're gonna play. We're all just a bunch of guinea pigs. How many rounds? No idea. I would assume that it's less than 6. It's supposed to scale based on the number of players. Yeah, Parliament of Ashes was on my top 5 for sure. I hope it's round robin. Welcome to my experimental lab. I think there is a setting for round robin, isn't there? We just never use it. If you control a token, create an Ordis recruit soldier token. That's easy. What do we got going on here? Traced with some new cards, a ton of mana. Seems like an early send on the Anansi. especially with a Lyra Bastion and maybe even an Aerolith Reef. So, what would that mean? How much does Lucan cost? 5, right? So you couldn't play the Depot and then Lucan. What's up, Two Iron Chains? Are you still on Arok or... I have not visited Arok for this season yet. Good luck today unless you're playing a Kesha. Fair. Haven't played this set at all until an hour ago. Nice. That's the spirit. Yeah, I spent a good 3 hours streaming testing Cowrie stuff earlier today. And then I tried to play Moyo in AWOL yesterday. And while I think the deck was mostly there, um it went horribly yesterday because of all the issues. I did some edits based on Keelan guy's feedback, and I played one game real quick, and it felt even better. But I was not paying enough attention. The game was still close, but I probably could have done better if I wasn't busy arguing about AI in Discord and other stuff, and also streaming. Give me your cards and let me put them in your discard. What's up, Thaddeus? I think a lot of people are. The ladder online just reset too. We'll see more people playing new cards. Yep. Cards that sort of support Auroch seem very conditional or require too much setup. Need to test more though. Yeah, I am very lucky that I have all of the cards unlocked, or my I or I basically wouldn't be playing Sky at all because I cannot buy any. There I go, not paying attention again because I'm talking to you guys. What did they do? Nothing too wild. Okay. Lock in here. Ghoul has a ton of tokens. It's going to just keep creating more and more. Traced classically does not have very much removal. And we see 1 grams here. See, the thing is why would I play Paju when I can play the Grims? And you might say, why not both? I don't know. I don't think Paju's very good. I don't think Priya's very good either, though, so. But everything is still up in the air. Gavroche, though, that's the GOAT. Not necessarily the GOAT, but you know, still good. What was this? You may sacrifice a character or permanent if you do resupply. Whoo! That is a good card in this set. I put a post on my YouTube about what people wanted to see. Um, Out of like a deck testing video um for the new season, and someone said Isari, and then of course Cowrie, but I think Cowrie is I don't know. I need to wait to see if someone else figures it out because so far I do not. Is this frozen or uh are we frozen? I think we were frozen. Yeah. What's up, Skeeter? I was messaging and then I was like, this is sitting here for a long time. Uh, Dang. The tie. Gonna get another resupply here on the traced, but also going to have to get rid of something. Man, I didn't even think about it until now, but aeroliths with Bastion, pretty wild. I guess when that is your setup, um, Paju makes a lot more sense. I think in general, though, I think it's I think there's better cards that can fit that slot. Spooky. 12 mana on traced side with traced ability. Although a tale as old as time, the clock is getting low. All the other tables in the tournament have finished, and the trace player is negative time. All right, Traced, what you got? Ooh, all right. That's a good start. 2 mana. Close, but no luck. GG's. All right. That should be. All righty. Ooh. Belteshazzar versus freaking Rinku. Oh man, rematch of the century. I love how it does not give us any fucking Belteshazzar. It does not give us any idea how many rounds it's gonna be. I love you, BGA. AQZ match. Belteshazzar's in AQZ now? Oh boy. You're welcome. I'm gonna take credit for that happening. Kojo v Kojo as well. Song name, please. This is Vacation Bible School by Tiny Moving Parts. You can shame me because I have not I have not abandoned Spotify yet. I really need to move over my library. Yeah, this is an older one. But there's the track in case you miss missed the title or misheard or whatever. The Rage on the Buddha. This is a legend that we foretold, and now we have seen it come full circle. Double move by Rinku. I wonder I wonder how long Leviathan Spotter is going to be around. I think it's just pure value, right? Especially in person. How do you play this card in person, actually? Because on BGA, the card stays revealed forever, which makes it easier to keep track of the card. And for Wayfarer, that's how I do it in person. I just kind of do it how BGA does it because it makes a little more sense in that regard. Like I just flip it over, and if I don't draw it, I keep it on face up on the top of my deck. But for Leviathan Spotter, you should just be able to reveal it, and then you don't keep it facing the other way, do you? So if a person doesn't have a very good memory, they could easily forget it. But also the card is May, which is great, and it's a 2 cost 3/2/2. Crazy to think that AQZ has all three of the world's best Kojo players. Facts. Oh yeah, is Freeloader going to Paris? I think I have not actually asked Freeloader. Or we talked about it and I forgot. So chooses not to reveal it there. 1 for 1, still pretty good in the favor of Rinku here. Surprised it's good enough at rare for Kojo. Yeah, I mean, just reading the card and thinking about it, it seems like pure value. If anyone uses a music service that is not Spotify and they really like it, but it's also not Apple Music, let me know. Tiny Jin, very well suited against the Buddha. Oh man, there's that Tinkerbell. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. God damn it, Tooth Fairy. They're the same damn thing. Why did they have to do the same thing too? The game designers are just laughing maniacally. Another 1 for 1 is really in the favor of Rinku here. The benefit to Belteshazzar is there is the Haven out, and now going to go up 1 extra in mana. But I mean, the Tooth Fairy here, still a very good card. I think the benefit to Belteshazzar on this afternoon is this Tooth Fairy's not very well suited for the terrains that Rinku is currently in. Not horrible, but could be worse. Gotta refresh, make sure BGA's not frozen. Ooh, the Parliament of Ashes now. Also a perfect card for the, I mean, either side really here. Oh no. It's gone. What a bully. Team kill, team kill. Oh, but there's another Jin. Resupplying the Haven with a Haven. What do you get rid of? Ooh, double move. Definitely gonna get rid of the Tooth Fairy and the Haven, I think. It's most likely what Rinku would get rid of here. Yeah, huge day. No, I was kidding, Rinku. Don't listen to me. Oh, that was a joke. But it is a Buddha turn. I was trying to say the seemingly most ridiculous thing. Yeah, keeping the Ortis Spy, though. Goodbye, Mighty Jin. And it has really good stats. Very good blocker here on the hero side. Hmm. What do you want here, Belteshazzar? Could be so many things. We're like literally the first week into a season. Oh, that's a good one. Only problem now is it's definitely a one for one kind of environment. I don't think there's anything that Kojo would normally run that would get rid of the hunger, except for the one or two mana eruption. Another card I get mixed up. Mana eruption, mana. Shoot, what's the other one? This song plays every single time I stream within like the first hour. Just is what it is. Reaping. That's it. Mana eruption, mana reaping. All right. Another card that's basically just pure value here, the Tengu. 2/3/2 for 2 mana. Oh, Tengu v Tengu. And the Haven Serengar versus the Haven Serengar. Oh, Belteshazzar has a Tooth Fairy of his own. At dusk, draw a card, and when it leaves, sabotage. Oh man, Rinku, even with 4 mana, calls the GG. Seemingly does not have enough to contest both sides here. Is it over though? Does Belteshazzar have a card in hand that will bring it home? Are you bullying Skeeter? Bullying one of my locals? Oh, the 4 water. The 4 water, okay. I was like, what am I missing here? I'm missing the water. That's what it is. Maybe. It's okay. I'll beat him up for you. GG's to the team kill. Belteshazzar taking it down. Seeming to be behind at one moment, coming out swinging with a hunger another. All right. We got a game here between Creative Chaos and Ben Kaizen. Well, look, another hunger. Ooh, Creative on the Tasia. Currently looking to take it down. That's the thing is, some of these new cards are just so good in Tasia. It hurts me trying to play Cowrie. Requiem the Chocolate Bar. Sap Duende. Interesting. A little bit of an after you ish. Oh no. You hate to see it. Gotta have a requiem for that chocolate bar. Very cool little move here, though, with Sapduendeing the boosts over to the Robin to then play it. Hmm. And then the Zaratan. Wait. Couldn't you have shut off the chocolate bar? Not that it. Song is very apt for discard Akesha. Oh no, because it's target expedition. I think that would have made that turn different, wouldn't it have? Hmm. Trying to understand. Since Simon never watches streams, I can tell you guys that he was bullying me earlier. Just straight up bullying me. He looked up my win rate on BGA about the Guru Council. Yeah, that too. Sadly, I'm no longer Guru though. I've been doing too much like casting and event organization and judging and stuff. So I didn't play enough arena games. Most people, for the most part, are not willing to. Oh no, what did you do? Oh, I gotta give you a permission to post a link. Oh, it wasn't even a link, stupid bot. Yeah, I should call Mrs. Simon and make and tell on him. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an amazing player, but I have two issues. Uh, I have a hard time staying focused, as you see sometimes, because I do have ADHD. Um, and I think, oh, the beauty sleep. Let's go. Let's go, creative. That was clutch. Um, I'm very terrible at just like focusing in on a game. I'll always be doing like three different things at once. So sometimes I'll miss things that I really shouldn't. And then I think most people are not as willing as I am to just throw stuff at a wall and jump into arena and just lose a bunch to learn from it. So my win rate is very terrible. The guru thing is kind of silly though. I'm honestly not sure if there would be a better way to vote on arena changes though. I would say probably letting more people into Guru, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure the last vote that I saw, it was like only 18 people voted. It's the same issue as always. People just don't pay attention. So what can you do? Yeah, it is kind of funny you have to have 1 year on BGA when the game just barely turned one last month. They should only allow people with a 20% plus win rate to have Guru. I'll just play on my other account. It has over 20%. Nice try, Keylong guy. It has over 20% for now. Listen, I'll just play Moyo and I'll just play the deck that you helped me build and I'll just do it over and over and over like like other people do. And then 30% easy. Um, I have not seen any new cards in the Yatsati deck, no. Very classic Yatsati deck. They're in the Philippines, so they honestly might not have Skybound Odyssey yet. Digging the Ysmir Signet in Atsari. I actually don't have all the oofs and everything memorized yet. Yeah, Cowrie's intervention is good in Atsari. I don't think it's good in Muna. Oh boy. Oh wait, I know what this one is. I think I gave this Jack Frost to creative, maybe. So when I gain one or more boosts, if your reserve is empty, you may exhaust target card in reserve. When my expedition moves forward due to a forest, up to one target character gains fleeting. And if you control two or more boosted cards or boosted characters, draw a card. Yeah, I know basically what all the cards do, besides some rare versus common I don't have quite memorized yet. I don't know what card is out of faction where for all of the cards yet. After you before playing the hunger. Yeah. I tried Cowrie. I don't know. I need someone to do well with it tomorrow in AWOL while I'm casting so I can see. Man, BGA stuck again. Knowing all the cards is overrated. You wish you could play it off like a cool guy. You probably already have a dossier on every card. Oh yeah, it is Cowrie's intervention. Yeah. Cowrie's intervention is good in Atsadi. I don't think it's good in Cowrie, which is funny. I don't think it's good in Muna. Oh man. Unfortunately, I think not having the Requiem to take out chocolate bars is a really tough time against Atsadi. All right, we are into round 3. This is hilarious. Nobody knows how many rounds it's gonna be. I would guess 5, right? All right. El Wee said that since it's a special event, he's gonna be playing something else. It should be 6. Is it 6 with only 20 players? That's not very auto, is it? Oh, Sierra. I just like knowing the number of cards that can interact with the Aether Shard plus Gear. Aren't you supposed to be going to bed? Okay, I'm happy to be your bedtime story. So we have another Tasia here. Very simple spindle harvester. A 1-for-1. New glasses. Hell yeah. You got those gamer glasses? I miss my yellow tinted glasses. I need to order some more. I think I need to go get water. But El Wee Wee's on the screen. Your eyes got better? Are you a mutant? Belteshazzar lives in Houston, doesn't he? I should ask him if he's going to the Riftbound event. Oh shit. Argon will be at the Riftbound event? Nice. I will only be there if I'm working it, but I feel like I have a good chance. Fingers crossed. What's Riftbound? It's a card game with anime waifus. You don't want to know about it. Unless you're actually being serious, but I'm pretty sure you're joking. I'm pretty sure you're joking. My honest take on Riftbound, I mean, it's going to be competitive no matter what because Riot just has the money to throw at it and UVS already has a pretty good competitive like structure set up for their game. I don't think it's as good competitively as Altered, but your boy needs a job, so and it is fun and the cards are cool, so it will be my second TCG, and then if Altered dies, we'll just rebrand to Riftbound Corner, RCE, Riftbound Corner events. All right, so we have Sierra from El Wee Wee here with a restocking station. This is a pretty nutty card when you think about it. For 1 mana, you get a permanent, and it gains 2 counters just for 1 mana, and you only have to spend 1 to remove fleeting from something. Yeah, but I'm not leaving Altered to do Riftbound stuff. Mwahaha. At PAX Unplugged, since there's no Altered, I might be doing Arkham Horror. Well, I mean, when you're backed by a company with billions of dollars, I am 99% sure there is not, and someone made a very unfortunate mistake. But if I get confirmation that there is, somehow, I will let everyone know. Yeah. Um, I will only say yes because then I can make certain staffing decisions, meaning I'll hire myself. I'm choosing to not go to a Magic tournament to go to PAX Unplugged because I thought there was Altered. Man, you guys gotta pay attention. I'm pretty sure I have said that there will be no Altered, and Loki has said the same. Basically, how conventions work is someone has to pay someone has to pay to for the area and all the tables and the staff and all of that. And honestly, Asmodee hasn't wanted to do that for Altered for like most of this year. PAX East, they didn't really want to. They wanted Star Wars Unlimited to have all the space. So by a different company that has a general space, we were able to have a small area in a back corner for PAX East. Um, and then Gen Con this year was just, they screwed us over so much. Um, but yeah, basically a lot of the convention stuff comes with Asmodee already being there and being a big presence at every convention. Ooh, this turn might actually be really good for Tasia here. Gonna go ahead and be able to re-anchor another aloe vera here. Still has 6 mana left. Never never count out El Wiwi though. Yeah, I will let you know, Rinku. I don't know how much you know the ins and outs of like convention staffing. Um I mean, they did tell me let me double check before you spread the news, but I'm pretty sure that there's no altered. So basically, for conventions, companies go through staffing agencies to hire like judges and demo workers and things like that. I mean, even for Riftbound, it's through another company called like Laughing Dragon Events or something. So I've worked with, funnily enough, a company that was called Aces to work a lot of the conventions, and they basically have an agreement with Asmodee, at least for however long. I'm sure it's like a contract they renew or something. So when they put out an application, they list what games are on it. And their application for PAX Unplugged did not have altered. So the other company that would have maybe done it if it was going to happen would be ESA. And they said today that they are not doing altered. So if the only two companies I know that have ever hired for altered are not doing it, the European Space Agency, I think it's like, what does it stand for? I think it's, yeah, it's esports administration. Um, but the other thing is I think Loki has said for since after Gen Con that there will be no more presents for the rest of the year for Altered. All right, I need to get water. Does LWW have a way out of this? I really need water though. Should have subscribed. LWW did not make it out. um, you didn't miss much. Um, I think basically the last thing I said is since after Gen Con, Loki has also been saying that there probably most likely will not be an altered representation at any other conventions in the US for the rest of the year. So going off of that, and I don't know anyone that's hiring staff, that should be the case. But um I'll let you know if anything if I hear different. Yeah. No, there's I think there's a really big benefit to altered being at conventions and everyone that goes to conventions and works at them um sees the value in them, but the metric that certain other people use to determine if they are successful or not, in my opinion, is a faulty metric. Yeah, we don't know how many rounds. Based on progression and other things, people are guessing 6 rounds. Which I guess would make sense because we're about 50% the way through according to the progression meter, and we're about to finish round 3. But how does that make sense for auto? It should not be 6 rounds for 24 people, right? I don't remember off the top of my head what the round suggestion is, but I think it starts at 4 at the lowest. Should be 6 rounds for 24. All right. You know what I have on my desktop? Tournament guidelines. But yeah, please don't be 8 rounds. Yeah, 6 rounds, and the tournament guidelines would call for 6 rounds. That's crazy. For some reason, I thought under 32 would be like 5. Yeah, so basically, there's a setting on BGA, and I think it is somewhat newer, and it's auto, and it's supposed to decide the amount of rounds based on um, how many players there actually are, which the issue a lot of the time with tournaments is, say we did 8 rounds, but we only got up to 58 players. We would still be locked into 8 rounds because that's what we selected. So hypothetically, the auto setting should be better. I think the glaring issue that I see now is it doesn't tell you the amount of rounds when the tournament starts. Yeah, only sometimes. Also, shout out to West Will for playing Moyo. Rewrite the whole tournament guidelines, huh? Oh man, I think you think it's funny for the wrong reasons, though. All right, GG's to Logios. All right, we are in round 4, and now that we started round 4, we're at 50% progress. Wait, is it 8 rounds? That would be funny. All right, table 1 is 2 iron chains against Revert Aphanis. I'm not sure if Phobia has read any of the monologues. It's almost definitely 6 rounds. I'll bet Altered at PAX Unplugged on it. I just triple confirmed for you the best of my abilities. And I think. Yep. The uh, the confirmation was what I thought it would be. It's there's still some way I'm wrong, but as far as anyone knows that is clued into the event, there will not be altered at PAX. And as far as Asmodee knows or thinks or considers, it will not be at PAX Unplugged. Hello, boss. Thank you for the follow. Listen, if they would let AWOL run it, um, I would do it. I will not say that comment out loud, and I will refrain from commenting, as technically I am sometimes hired as a contract worker for said company. anyone going to Paris though, we can go for a coffee, and I'll make you sign an NDA, and we can have a conversation. I mean, whatever drink that you want to drink that I can afford. Just remember that I don't have a job. Hmm. Let me see. There is too much incriminating evidence against me. I am not afraid to talk smack. I am fleeing to Paris. But my partner said I can't join the French Foreign Legion, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right. Is is Arok the one suited to take out this Akesha no cards for you build? Yeah, I have a document of all the stuff I need to bring to Worlds for people, and I'm starting to put it together. I don't think the tokens have shipped yet, which is unfortunate. But if I am being honest, um, I couldn't order them as early as I would have wanted to because, as I mentioned, trying to see if I have an order update. Yeah, I basically have less than a week. I have a week minus 5 hours because I think if my mail comes on Wednesday and they're in that mail, I think I'll already be gone. See, you guys got me distracted. Weren't we talking earlier about how easy it is to distract me? See, the issue besides me not having the money to order them earlier is they have increased production times now compared to normal. So right now they're estimated to arrive between the 16th and the 22nd. But I will have all the other stuff and have to ship those out if not. I have bubble mailers and everything, so that's no issue. Oh man, yeah, this card here is perfect for the type of deck that Runefolk is creating. Although now I am most interested in what people think of the rare versus the common. Because it's all just about when you sabotage, right? So do people think that when I go to reserve is a better sabotage than just up front? Like in general? You do also sacrifice one mountain stat as well. I think it's very interesting. But I'm sure Runefolk already knows. But as we've seen earlier, you can find Suha uniques that do it when I leave the expedition. When I leave the expedition is better than both, of course. Just seeing Arak with 5 mana and not being able to play anything. So rude. And we only have one Baku completely gone. I told Rinku that we're going to have to do a pro tour style video leading up to Altered Worlds. I think it would be cool, and I think it would be a good thing in general. So maybe AQZ should just do one as a team. I watched the one for the TCG player team. It's pretty interesting for the Pro Tour that was at Chicago MagicCon or whatever. All you people that know Magic a lot more will know like the specific people in it. So let's see here. If there is another Caladrius, it'll be pretty hurtful. Fuck. This attorney, Runefolk. My god. When my expedition fails to move forward, you may return a spell from reserve to your hand. And then at dusk, target opponent discards a card from their hand. I also want to know the story on this attorney. How the hell did you find this thing? Oh no. Never cursed? Now that's just wild. Did you also grow up in Utah? Rinku just put all of his energy into being very good at card games and said no distractions. You know, they say people that swear a lot are actually more intelligent, though. So imagine if Rinku swore. Be unstoppable. Yeah, I'm all about that energy drink life, though. I can't really drink coffee. I have too many mouth issues. Wow, I'm tired. Also, did not sleep well last night. Calms me down. Yeah. If you have ADHD, caffeine just kind of balances you out more than anything. Drink tea. Oh, hell yeah, we can get a tea. I love tea. Tea has a similar issue. So I don't drink hot tea very much, usually iced tea. Can we talk about ADHD sometime? Anytime. Although I am not a specialist, I tried two different medications last year, like cycles of them, because you don't just like try a medication and then give up. You do like a progression, and then after a while, if it's not working, try something else. And basically, neither of them really worked, and the side effects were not worth it. So now I just raw dog life, except for like my anxiety meds. But I have I have dry mouth, and so SSRIs already kind of dehydrate you a little, and one of the ADHD meds made it even worse. That was hell. And I didn't feel any different. No fun. Yeah, it's probably why I gained like 35 pounds and why I'm also always thirsty, but makes life a little more manageable. All right. Traced for Versat Saudi here. This is the cycle traced that we saw earlier. This is Phobia's Saudi. I'm wondering how he got permission to play in this tournament tonight. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty common. And I'm honestly not even sure if mine like works that crazy well. I think other things plus it makes it work a little better. I don't know. Like I don't feel like super different, which is also good. But I think it makes it to where when I do have anxiety or something, it's not as bad or as often. Mana flare into the hunger. Yeah, flare out hunger. Did it freeze? Nope. There we go. So it's their turn. They pass. GG's. Good job, Phobia. All right, we are into round 5. Freeloader. Why'd you drop? Top 12 is so easy now. Oh man, now it's gonna be 2 Iron Chains taking out Rinku. Oh no. 2 Iron Chains is like that Grim Reaper going through the halls of AQZ one by one. Is it Arok Newt? No. No, no, I don't think so. I've heard tale of of a newt in Lyra that actually worked, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes yet. I'm gonna have to see it with my own eyes. To me, I think it's the same as Man in the Maze. Beauty sleep on the Isatok. uh, Also for the people that don't really pay attention to announcements in Discord, there is a survey in Altered Corner, and 3 people that fill out the survey will be picked to have some prizing. I never do that. This is seemingly a very good turn for Rinku. Even though it's a 1-for-1, gonna get to sabotage this Will of the Wisp, which is really good for Arok in the fact that it has zeros, it can lock down certain expeditions, and its quick action is to discount a card. Yep. And it's a Buddha turn now for Rinku, and the Tooth Fairy drew a card. Yeah, there you go. Yep. You don't have to put cash in the swear jar. Don't spend it on coffee, alcohol, or drugs. What else we got going on here? I don't think we've seen anything from Lucifer. What you playing, Lucifer? We saw this from Laser Show. This is one of the uniques I was saying that Rune Folk needs. But then I saw that attorney. That's so great. I won't tell you I won't spend it on alcohol or drugs, but you get to pick which of the two options I spend it on. Did you get to know what drug though? I feel like you can't really pick between the two unless you know what drug. But honestly, probably safer to pick alcohol. Not that alcohol is good, but the kinds of drugs you usually get on the street are not the kind I want anyone doing. At least not in the US. Ooh, that's a really good turn. Watch them draw a permanent that is two. Oh my gosh. I was a cocktail bartender at that point. Nice. So Keelan is making us all mocktails at Worlds. You heard it here first. Do you want me to bring my Baba Yaga for you, Keelan? You definitely don't have better uniques already. I think here's another card that's in Muna that's probably better in Atsadi. Tane. I tried to make it work in Calvary. Nope. All right, two Iron Chains versus Rinku. Not very many counters right now for Iron Chains. That Tooth Fairy is out here threatening to get rid of the Esmeralda. Man, this feels bad. Playing the snowman into something without water, because it was played from hand, right? Yeah. And then resupplying a man in the maze from Esmeralda. Owie. It's okay. Rinku's definitely going to sabotage the man in the maze. Man, isn't single elimination just so much better? Why does everyone just love Swiss so much? I'm ready for bed. Man, that mana eruption chilling here. Oh, no more mana eruption. Let's go. The studious disciple so nice though. Wow. What a perfect resupply though. The thing holding it down right now is this studious disciple. But just playing the Mighty Jin from reserve brings it up to 8 forest. With physical TCG events, I just want every event to go for 12 plus hours. But something about BGA tournaments makes me go crazy after 5 rounds. Yeah, it's probably because it's also like mostly back to back and you're staring at a screen. And if you're casting, there's like no break unless you have extra people. All right, GG's to Rinku. Stopped 2 Iron Chains in his quest to defeat all the AQC members. You are also not interacting with. Well, I would prefer not having to see a guy trying, but teach their own. The 10-minute wait that kills me. Do you usually play pretty much all of the round time in person? Just kidding. Hello, guy. How are you? Hope you're well. Yo! I have not seen a Beowulf unique yet. Holy shit. Can you how many people can hear me right now? Cuz I think an ad is running. That's a good card. GG's to Laser Show. Juke take the first punch. Speaking of hunching over like a gremlin. Oh, I need to lean back more. Who's... There's no one undefeated. Man, Belteshazzar ended the undefeated opportunity of Rinku. There is no one undefeated. Rice crackers, I love rice crackers. Nobody undefeated is good content. When I go to reserve, blah blah blah, gain a sleep. When you create a token, you may have target character other than me lose fleeting and gain one boost. Let's go. Ooh. Caladrius, though. We already heard that song earlier. Bye bye, Copelia. Need some armored jammers up in here. I know that Astro and some other people love the Spires, but I feel like, especially in the Sky set now, I just feel like they're not good, right? Or are they just better now and I'm wrong? Oh, come on, Roomfolk getting too tired. This is a pretty interesting Akesha deck though. Where is he sitting right now? I mean, he might make top four still. I just need everyone in the top I need everyone in the top four to also be going to Worlds. Then I don't have to send cards via DM. Question is someone gonna get a God pack? Yeah, Rune says that he does not have stats. See, the rare Paju to me seems like it has value. The common seems like just the waste of a slot. Because look at for the same cost, depending on what you evaluate a rare slot as, if you equate like a mana cost to it, you have when a robot. Okay, goodbye. When a robot or a token joins my expedition, if I have no boosts, I gain one boost. Okay, it's kind of alright already as it is. Then create an Aerolith token in your landmarks. And it still has the quick action that the common does. I don't know. No one's told me I'm crazy yet, so I guess I'm right. So you have another Caladrius here. There's at least one brass bug on here. So yeah, if there's no other way to get rid of Athena or to put more stats, then yeah, Rune has nothing. But there's another Caladrius. Still not enough though. What did I just see? Created an aerolith. Oh, the off you go. When you create a token, I missed something here. How did the brass bug get 2 boosts? When you create a token. I literally don't see how the brass bug got 2 boosts. What am I missing? So it gains 1 boost from Athena, and then they played Mechanical Training on Brassbug Nursery. Oh my god. The Aerolith is a token. That's fucking wild. What do you get for not doing that? Pride and good karma. Yeah, that's wild. Aerolith is a token. Man. See, but all right. Are there any Subash enjoyers in the chat? All right, we are in round 6, which I believe is the final round. We do have a couple players battling it out for top 12. And we have 2 iron chains. Or can I see the expanded? Let's see. Opponent's points. I think based on what I can guess, Rinku, Iron Chains, and Lagios are vying for first place. Rinku has really bad tiebreakers, though. Wishing I can read cards. What trigger did you not see? Ah, yeah. That'll do it. Okay, I really got to pee, so I'll be right back. Okie dokie, okie dokie. We got a 1-for-1 environment here. Nursery getting a token. Yeah, that the aerolith being a token and triggering that unique got me. I could not see it. Yeah. Now the question is though, do you want me to open your packs and just give you the uniques if there are any, or do you want me to just bring them to Worlds with all your other stuff? Because they're Kickstarter packs, I'm not sure if there are other cards that people need from them. We might as well also bring up the Rinku and Bria Dan Water game. I was gonna say this is gonna be a very good game, but Rinku's just running it down. Sheesh. The Tooth Fairy comes out, or Despise out. Where's the famous Mulan for set one at some point? Yeah, I think most people want Kickstarter packs for the chance at uniques or a god pack, which is also uniques. I guess there is technically a chance at promo heroes, right? Yeah, so there's a 1.4% chance at a promo card. And they're not the roadshow promos. So are the ones in Kickstarter even worth anything? I don't remember what's what. So it would be a hero. And it would be a promo, but it would be in Beyond the Gates Kickstarter edition. Does that search not work? I opened 10 Kickstarter boosters. I was so surprised they had 4 rares. Yeah. Um the 2023 promo heroes digitally or not 2023, 2024 sell for like $8. What's a Sierra sell for? 15. Tasia. Tasia is $35. Is that? I think Tasia's a roadshow one though. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, physical training on the Atlas here. But the rage. The rage on the Tengu. Rinku really about to win this with a rage? Boom. GG's. Yes. Good job. All right. Belteshazzar also running it down seemingly. Just played a hunger. Ate a bunch of stuff. This mad lad doing well, doing home improvement on mobile. Ooh, hooked. Hooked is a lot harder to make super effective when you only need one move, though. But it is still good. Means hypothetically you only have to block one side. Except for the hunger is always on both. What is the last card in the hand? Are we gonna see it? Not sure there's much in a Subosh kit that would. Ooh, the rabbit. Did not get it. I guess boom. Boom is what you're looking for. GG's. All right. That is the tournament. Thanks everyone for playing. Appreciate you.